Hi everyone, my name is Mario Cassineri. Welcome to my restaurant. My restaurant is located here in downtown in San Diego in the Gas Lamp Quarter, and the name is BiCE. I'm been a corporate chef for this company since 6 years, and I would like to propose you tonight this particular dish, which is one of my signature dish, let's say. It's actually like a risotto, but it's, instead to use a rice, we're using barley, and so the name changed from risotto to orzotto. The particularity of these plates, like all my plates and my dish, I propose to my customer in the restaurant, and is we like to use organic and local product, like for example the barley, and like the cherry tomato multicolor, like the basil, and everything, and especially the flavor is pop up, using this kind of ingredient. Of course, you have to pay a particular attention with the condiments, like the oil. In this case, we're going to use the California extra virgin olive oil star, either to cook our orzotto and also to make our pesto, what is one of the ingredients of this dish. The pesto, like everything else, is made in the house, so with some fresh basil and some Parmesan cheese, extra virgin olive oil only, of course, pine nuts, and again, the orzotto is made with a base of lobster bisque, made from scratch here in the restaurant. So let's start. We're going to use, like I said, extra virgin olive oil, just to starting. A little bit of shallot. I prefer shallot instead of garlic because the taste is more, let's say, is more sweet and more flavorful. As soon as the shallot starting cook a little bit, we're gonna add the barley. The barley has to be pre-soaked in a water for 12 hours, and then boil it for 10 minutes, 15 minutes in a hot water, and then let cool down. So as soon as we add the barley, immediately we're gonna add some basil to give some flavor, nice flavor. There we go. Nice, ready. At this point, we add our lobster bisque. It's actually not really lobster bisque like, everybody thinking about the soup, lobster bisque soup, but it's a lobster stock, so it's made with a lobster carcass, stirred with some vegetable for a long time, and hot water, and let cook for 1 hour and a half, using also the ice to broken all the protein is in the lobster carcass. So, okay, like what I said, at this point when we add the lobster stock, we proceed as a risotto. So risotto is a very typical plate we do in North Italy, where I'm from Milano, and it's really the same recipe, and is oil and onion or shallot, then rice, then we add this liquid. In this case is bisque, but usually it's going to be stock, and we cook for 20 minutes, and we finish with a little bit of butter and cheese to emulsion everything. So in this case, we're going to finish with the lobster, the real lobster, some cherry tomato, like I said, a touch of pesto, and fresh basil again, cheese and butter. So, we're almost done. So at this point, we would like to add the famous cherry tomato we were talking before. We have to pay attention to add the lobster, was the most important part of the dish, in the end, because everybody knows if you overcook the lobster, it's going to be chewy. So we add the lobster in the end to give some flavor, but we want to preserve the texture from the lobster. So now we add the cherry tomato. We let warm it up a little bit, and we are almost done to finish with the butter and cheese. So the reason we add the butter and cheese, like what I said before, for finish this dish, is to create creaminess in this dish. You know, it has to appear as a risotto. You know, the risotto in Italy we used to serve no very dry or no very liquid, but something between in the middle. And we say it has to be creamy. Okay. We add the lobster chunk. Okay, the lobster are only blanched in the water for 10 minutes and then cool down with water and ice until they are completely cold. And then, of course, we clean it up. We cut in a little chunk, and we use the carcass to do the lobster broth, and the rest, the meat, for the risotto. So let's add a couple of pieces of butter, not that much, because we want to stay healthy. Let's add the cheese, which make the plates creamy. And then we're stirring. This is the movement to do when you finish these plates. So we want the butter and the cheese together emulsion. Okay, let's add a little bit of pesto in the end. There's some more flavor. There we go. Of course, I have to taste. It's almost good. A little bit of pepper. I like to use a fresh ground pepper, so you can have all the flavor from the pepper. There we go. It's done. Then we add a little bit more of fresh basil. There we go. All right, we are ready to serve. Okay. Yeah, it's almost perfect. Let's see. Give a quick clean to the plates. All right, then like I say, here we have our burrata. You see how nice and creamy it is. We add on the top a little bit of garnish, a little bit of pesto more, and some extra virgin olive oil to finish, to give some flavor. There we go. Buon appetito!